Way to do the math. Damn. Because you're right, it doesn't know. It just gives you the gear. Dude, that fucking Harley Quinn is so sexy. Is that exactly the one that I need too? Max life for me. Max life, armor. Wait, you can only... 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't make sense. But look at that, dude. It goes from... So it's blue, gold, and then legendary, bro. It's orange. That's so sick. Orange is fucking... You hit that shit 3 times. That's so sick. I need to figure out what abilities to do on this square now. Yeah, give me a sec. I want to like, I have 9 points to reward myself real quick. Call me a fucking spaceman. Dude, where? I gotta wake up at 9:30 and make sure my fucking players are playing. I got a couple dudes who are like game time decisions. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is that, man? Game time decisions, my ass. You know if they're playing by the morning or by the like today. So went all the way up. This whole row -1. This way, blue. Okay, blue. Back. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. What? We're good. So let's hold off on remaster working stuff until we Let's do a couple more boss killings. Yo, we're at 4. I'm definitely gonna be playing tomorrow. Who's that Pokemon? Gonna watch a little bit of the morning games. Yeah, I'm gonna watch a little bit of morning games, and then we are definitely playing tomorrow, though. But I'm gonna watch a little bit of Red Zone, and then we'll go in. Private room. Let's just catch it. Last Pokemon of the night. That's twice tonight that Varoom has come out to party. I don't know if I don't know. I don't necessarily like that. I don't like repeated. Unless it's like 9 Charizards in a row. That'd be awesome. But we love this game so much, dude. Diablo is so fucking fun. Makes you think. No. You bastard! All right, good catch, dude. Good catch. Yeah, I'll be gaming tomorrow. Let's go over our picks real quick, though. Just one little thing. Make sure we're good here. So we're going to Atlanta at home over Dallas. Buffalo at home over Miami. Cincinnati Bengals at home. Oh, shit, dude. I need to check my 3-2-1. Oh, no, dude. What is my 3-2-1? Cincinnati. I think I did my 3-2-1. We should be good. Cincinnati Raiders or Cincinnati at home over Raiders. 7.5. I don't know. Chargers on the road to Cleveland. I just think the Chargers, they just had their bye week. Patriots on the road, Tennessee Titans. I'm trusting Drake May. Washington on the road at Giants. Washington's only favored by 2.5. I don't know why they're not way more. This is like that to me is a super fucking easy game to pick. Like Washington all day. Even with Marcus Mariota, like Washington is unreal and Giants suck ass. So I don't know why that's only 2.5. I'm going Washington on the road. Saints at Panthers. Panthers at home are plus 6.5. I'm going to take Panthers here. I think Bryce Young getting benched. He's going to come out. I think they're going to try to throw the football and run it. I think they're going to try to run the football a little bit. And Bryce Young, you know, it'd be super cool to see him throw for like 250 yards. That'd be awesome. And then win the game. Saints are tilty right now. Like they started off looking like amazing and now they're like not looking good. So 6.5. I just don't like 6.5. So I'm taking Carolina to cover 6.5. I think it's a shitty game. 10-6. Like whatever. Ravens at home against Broncos minus 9.5. Yeah, they're both 5-3. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with the Ravens. They are way better. Broncos are looking really good, but I just don't know what happened to the Ravens. Like, they were looking absolutely amazing. Lost 2 games in a row. Yeah, I mean, this is a bounce back game against like a Broncos team who is doing a lot better than what people thought, but they're still not good team. So I think Baltimore Ravens just kind of kills them. That's my thought process. Chicago Bears on the road, Arizona. Arizona's favored 1.5. Trap. I mean, this is the ultimate trap game. I think they want you to take Chicago. And so I'm fading that and going with Arizona at home. I trap. It's a trap. 1.5 is it's unreal. I'm just gonna take Arizona. They're at home. Who gives a fuck? Jacksonville at Philadelphia. Philadelphia's 7.5. I thought this should be more. Jacksonville's 2-6. Philly's 5-2, and they have had some sloppy wins. But once again, I mean, Jacksonville's ass. I don't know how that's 7.5 game, and yet Baltimore and Denver are both 5-3 and 9.5. So I think Philly just kills them. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what these lines are. These lines are fucking crazy. Detroit on the road, Green Bay. Detroit 6-1, Green Bay 6-2. Green Bay's underdog plus 4.5 at home. Yeah, I mean, I think this is just these are 2 playoff teams. So I'm just going for a tight match. Winner by a field goal. Green Bay covers 4.5. I really like the Lions. I hope they win. By a game-winning field goal. That would be cool. Rams at Seattle. This is super easy to me. I don't know why people think Seattle's good this year. I think the Rams are unreal. And when healthy, Puka got hurt again, which kind of fucking sucks, but I'm pretty sure he's still playing through it. It's not that bad. Hopefully he doesn't turn out like a Cooper Kupp where he just gets hurt every year. That would suck. But they're fucking good, dude, when they're healthy. Rams all day, plus 5.5. It's a winner by a point win. So let's go Rams. Fuck Seattle. Indianapolis Colts on the road at Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings are favored at home, 5.5. Colts are 4-4. They look like shit at 4-4, and Minnesota Vikings are 5-2. Minnesota needs a bounce back game to get back into that playoff hunt. When you got Detroit and Green Bay going off like they're going off, you gotta hope that Minnesota just kind of sticks with them. And Indianapolis Colts have a problem with the quarterback. I mean, not good. Joe Flacco's going to start. I just think they still lose by a touchdown, but only a touchdown. I don't think this is a big. They might score. I think Joe Flacco scores on the opening drive, and then after that, just kind of 7-0, and then it becomes 7-7, then 10-3, and then the end of the game, all of a sudden, it's like 24-7. Yeah, I mean, I think Joe Flacco comes off on hot, but I don't know. You think he's gonna kill it? Okay, I don't know. We haven't seen enough. I love Joe Flacco just like everyone else, but fuck, man, they should never have drafted that kid. I mean, these people, dude, they don't understand. Like, these guys, it's different when you have like a Cam Ward who's like played at other high caliber schools and he just transferred to Miami. It's like when you have Mitch Trubisky's, you have guys who literally started less than a season of college football. They were a starter. They've only how are you drafting that guy top 5? It doesn't make sense to me. No shit, you have a problem at a quarterback, the guy that you drafted. He's played 9 fucking games in college. Yeah, Joe Flacco's been crushing it. Don't get me wrong. He's totally has. Um, I just, I don't know. He came in. Unfortunately, he hasn't like. I think he only started one of those games too. When he got hurt, two of them because he got hurt. Two of those games he started. So, and one of the games he came in when he was hurt. So he's got 7 TDs, 1 interception in 3 games. 2 of those games were starting. So obviously, season not lost for the Colts. You're right, but I don't know. Wake up game. I mean, they all thought that about what's his fuck Andy Dalton, right? When he came in, he was on fire that first game and then totally cooled off, and now he got benched again. They don't know what to do in Carolina. Carolina's like, we don't know what to do. And then the Monday night game. There's only one Monday night game this week. Tampa Bay at Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are -8.5. I just don't see. I don't see Tampa Bay competing, like in this game. Like I don't know. 8.5 is so many points. The money picked has Tampa Bay covering 8.5, and I'm pretty sure like everybody is fucking hurt on Tampa Bay. Like Mike Evans is hurt. What was that really good receiver that went down with like a broken ass leg or some shit like that? Like he's gone forever. Yeah, I like everybody is hurt on Tampa Bay. So I just don't see them competing at all. Unfortunately. It's gonna be another shitty Monday night. I'd be surprised. I don't know. I like my picks. Obviously, we got the Jets on Thursday, and we won that one. So, we might be talking tomorrow, dude, at 1:00. We might be talking tomorrow, and I haven't won jack shit. Like, I don't feel good about any of my picks. Dallas is coming off a bye, and I picked Atlanta. Chargers are switching Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston went off last week. I'm picking the Chargers. They're coming off a bye. Cincinnati Bengals are 3-5. Vegas are 2-6. It's still 7.5 game. I'm picking the fucking Bengals at 7.5. It's like, Jesus, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I feel like I'm overthinking. I picked Carolina to cover at home. They haven't covered a game all year. Like, damn. Baltimore is 5-3 and Denver is 5-3, and yet I'm picking the Ravens to cover 9.5 points. Like in NFL, college would be different, but it's like in the NFL, win by double digits is a lot to ask for. I don't know. I don't like any of my pick. I didn't like any of the games this week. I didn't like any of them. The only one game that I really fucking liked was the Rams in Seattle. I was like the only one where I was like, fuck yes, Rams all day. This is like perfect. Tune-up game. They could do anything. They're going to win that game. Like, I know guys are hurt. It's like, dude, we're going to be able to run the ball. We're going to be able to throw the ball. We're going to be scoring on every drive. Like, they're going to be kicking field goals. They're going to be doing all that shit. It's going to be like, people are going to be like, holy fuck, are the Rams legit? It's like, no, they're just playing Seattle, but they are. But Seattle doesn't got it. They don't got it. Seattle's in big trouble. They might move on from Geno Smith, which would suck because this new fucking coach doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, let's get some sleep. It's 1:38. Rams beat the Vikings. They also beat the 49ers. Right? Yeah, 49ers. Yeah, but I think wait for the time change and then it's 1:00 again. No, dude, I'm gonna watch it from the bed. I just think that I think the Rams are just so the Rams are so fucking good when healthy. That's like, and you hear that from everybody. right? There's like, you could say that about so many teams, right? Like, damn, that team is really good if healthy. It's like, actually, though, there's only a couple teams in the league that are actually good when healthy. You know, that have like problems. Like, you know, like literally the Rams, because they've done it. They just did it last week. You know, literally the 49ers, right? Like when they're healthy, they're fucking rolling.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's just like that. Like, you know, you wouldn't say that about fucking Carolina, Denver. Who else wouldn't you say that about? Tampa. Tampa. I'm on the fence on Tampa, to be honest. I don't know if they're fucking good. I don't know if Tampa's fucking good. Nah, I can't wait 20 minutes, dude. Tampa was good. I mean, last year, obviously. I just don't know. I just don't know if they are. I thought they were going to be super legit this year, but they are like so hit and miss. They're super hit and miss. I mean, kind of like fucking Ravens, dude. It's like the Ravens. Holy fuck, dude. Are you hit and miss? Bengals. Damn, are you guys hit and miss? You know? Like, it is weird. It's super weird. I just don't see me winning a pick'ems until like week fucking 11 or 12. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's right. I don't know if he is or not. But like if he is, obviously he's not the problem. Like in oh, you did? Okay, cool. So, yeah, like and first of all, I mean that I was never thinking he was the problem like at all. It's like if your head coach is a defensive coach and yet your defense is giving up the same amount of touchdowns that Mayfield is throwing, like you got a problem. And the only reason why Todd Bowles is their coach is because Bruce Arians, who won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady, was like, you know, hey, this guy needs to be the coach, you know. And then when they got Baker Mayfield, like their whole offense was clicking, like it was awesome. He's number one. Oh shit, damn, bro. Chris Godwin, that's who I was thinking of. I just thought of him. Yeah, he went. He's got Chris Godwin's out and Mike Evans, I think, is out. So like his two number one receivers are gone. So he's got, and then like McLaughlin or McLillan, whatever. McLillan is like his third guy that he was going to, and he's out. Or like he's definitely hurt and didn't really practice today. Because he was on my fantasy team. But he got hurt last game. And like he didn't practice at all this week and then barely practiced today. And now they're like, you know, oh, this guy might not play. So he'll have like three brand new like receivers. Which I don't know what that means. I don't know the receiver room like I know the Rams. Where like the Rams weren't not necessarily fine without Puka and Cooper Cup. Like they had cool receivers that could like definitely still facilitate and like get it done. Like obviously when Cooper Cup and Puka come back, look at that what they fucking do. Like, you know, they're a totally better team. You know, I don't know if Tampa has that kind of receiver room that the Rams do. I just like the Rams offense, where the Rams offense itself, how it's ran, it doesn't like you can have guys go down and still, as long as you have that much motion and guys aren't like going outside the numbers and they're all doing little post, little find the soft spots, sit, like kind of type routes, like anybody NFL caliber receiver wise, it's a lot easier to be like, hey, insert, like this guy is also an athlete, insert him, run, boom, find soft coverage and stop. You know, a lot of what the Rams do. So that's, and then they have Kyron still. So it's like, I trust the Rams more than any team. When like receivers go down, I trust the Rams to like be able to facilitate that over other teams. Mostly because I just don't know other teams, but also just because I like their offense. I think it's the number one, like how it's ran. It's the number one offense in the NFL. You just can't. It's so fucking good. Everybody is blocking everybody. That's like the only time a run play doesn't work is because your guy that you were supposed to block, you didn't block him. You can't get like, you just can't. It's so good. It's for stupid people. It's the offense for stupid people. Which is perfect, dude, in the NFL. You think these guys are going to class in college? The only person that needs to be insanely smart is your receivers and your quarterback. Those are the only people, because the receivers have pretty much choice routes, right? Like they have to be able to read the defender that they're defending them and be like, okay, this person, like, exactly. That's why Kupp was so fucking good. Because he knew he could like stop on a dime, and Stafford, who's also smart, would be like, he's going to stop because the defender's doing this. It's a choice. It's what Travis Kelce is so insanely good at, and Mahomes. Like it's just George Kittle and Purdy, right? Like there's certain tandems that are like, so Rodgers and fucking Devontae. Their route tree is like not a tree. It's just like, hey man, check for the post. But if the post doesn't fucking work, just stop. The defender's got you covered. Just stop. Because guess what? He's gonna run by you. Because it's a reaction. They don't know our offensive play. They're gonna run by you. You're gonna stop, and guess what? Now you're open. And like Kupp is unreal at doing that. And so is Puka. Puka is like obviously really good at doing that. And if you just get smart receivers, they can plug into that kind of offense for the Rams. There's not a lot of other offenses, you know, DK Metcalf, right? Like he's unreal, but like, you know what they tell him? Just run fucking straight, right? His tree route is literally run straight, run a little bit right into the straight, or run a little left and straight. That's his trait. That's his tree. Like that's also doesn't take a smart, it just doesn't take a smart person to do. It's an athletic route tree because he out sprints everybody. Tyreek Hill, not a smart guy. Hey man, run fast, straight. And as long as we don't have a retarded quarterback, we'll throw it as far as we can and hopefully hit you. You know, I don't know. I do know. I think I know, at least. But there's certain, like, that's why I mean, I don't know who's the offensive coordinator for the Rams. I mean, I don't know who he is. But it's fucking fabulous. And like, oh, is it McVay? He's not the offensive coordinator. Is he the one who, yeah, he is, huh? He is the one who calls all the offense. Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's just so good. It's like this guy, McVay's the coach. Okay, so he is calling the plays. That's what I thought. I thought he was calling the plays. Yeah, so I mean, it's his offense. It's literally Shanahan. It's Shanahan's dad style offense. But when Shanahan's dad had like when he was Denver, when he had Davis for the running back, he had Shannon Sharp at tight end. Like everything was like super tight. Super tight. And that's where he got it. That's where like, but then when Shanahan went to Washington, he like obviously blew it up to the West Coast run pass option, like bullshit that the Niners do now. Because you have to have like a sick ass, your best player on the field for like the Shanahan, like Dad Shanahan's offense outside of the Denver offense when he recreated that. When he recreated the offense and he took it to Washington, you had to have your best player on the field was your running back, because run pass option was basically like they're stacking the box. We're going to act like we're going to run. And then you'd have to run sometimes because otherwise if you stack the box, the linebackers are just going to bail out back into coverage, right? So sometimes you got to still run it. But then the quarterback's got to be like taking the decision of like, this guy is coming, he's not coming. That's the option. It's like, I'm either going to hand this off or all my guys are still, and all my receivers are going to be running routes. Even if I do hand it off, all my receivers are running routes. If I see the linebackers are like back in coverage, we're just going to run it. It's all that shit like at the line, like, you know, it is weird. I never like fully could grasp why the run pass option was like super legit, but the running backs were that he like, that was how it worked, was like you had to have the best player on the field had to be the running back for it to work, because otherwise like we don't need to stack the box. You guys don't have a, you know, like we don't need to stack the box if like you have a Devin Singletary as your starting running back. Like, you know, I mean, he's not a big bruiser type. You know, you have Derrick Henry, right? Like, okay, yeah, okay, well, fuck, we got to stack this fucking box now. And then also, on top of that, the Ravens have the fucking Lamar Jackson, who's a second running back. Exactly. But that was the whole thing, dude. Fucking, they also had Matt Leinart. So it was like they couldn't RPO because Matt Leinart was a West Coast quarterback. So he was like mega spread. And then you had Reggie Bush, who was like the best player in college football. But then you had the second best player in college football. You know, maybe. I mean, he did win the Heisman over Reggie Bush. But, you know, it was like they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it because A, it was USC, and they just don't. But B, like it's like, damn, we have the two best players in the country, and one of them's the quarterback. Yeah, they both won. Yeah. I know they both won, but I thought, I think Matt Leinart won it first when Reggie was a junior, and then Reggie won it when he was a senior, right? I think so. I could have had that. Maybe I have that flipped, to be honest. I don't know. But yeah, I remember it was back to back. I do remember that. But yeah, they couldn't RPO. And it was like RPO was that was before it was kind of like that was when RPO was happening, to be honest. And they just like turned their back to it. Like RPO was happening in the NFL, like it was out there. They could have easily switched their offense up to do it, or at least done some sort of scheme of it,
Who's that Pokemon?
you know? Oh, Shogun, let's get this. Could have done like some sort of scheme of it, I guess. But like they had Matt Leinart who was throwing for like, 300 yards, 400 yards a game. That fuck doesn't want to do RPO. That guy wants to be in shotgun, spread offense, and just dissect. You know? That's what he wants to do. He wants Reggie Bush to be fucking, hey man, sit there and just block. I'm gonna fucking throw this shit everywhere. It's unfortunate. But that is exactly um that's kind of the exact person you want. That's why the Niners have, Christian McCaffrey. Because they fuck with the RPO. And that is like the perfect person, the perfect person to have an RPO game around. Because two, if you don't fucking hand it off to him, and he can kind of just slip through the line and then find himself out in the flat. And guess what? Fourth option, dump pass. First option, safety. Where's he going? Second option, tight end. So first option, safety. Okay, safety goes whatever direction, hit a receiver. Second option, linebacker's never going to cover my 10 ends, George Kittle. And then after that, you go second receiver, that's a lower tier, or fourth option, you hit Christian McCaffrey. It's like the best because they're like, shit, dude, we have to cover the best person on the field, which is Christian. So RPO is unreal for the Niners. They're the best at doing it because they have Christian McCaffrey. I just wish the Ravens did just fucking the Ravens should just do what's that shit called again where you fucking both like run side by side and then the quarterback like either pitches it or he doesn't pitch it. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart about like what that offense is, like pitch play or something. Double option, maybe? Is that what it's called? Double option? That just option. Okay, just option. Yeah, dude. That's fucking I mean, if it wasn't the NFL, obviously, like it's the NFL, so like they don't want Lamar like fucking running around getting killed, But like, if it was college and they had Derrick Henry and Lamar, bro, if they were back in college and there was the NIL shit that it was like around back then, Lamar for sure was going to Alabama. Derrick Henry was already there. And Lamar was for sure transferring out of Louisville. After the first Heisman, fucking gone. That dude's going straight to Alabama. Nick Saban all day. Would have been like, you're coming to Bama. Why? Because we also have we have Heisman. We have Derrick fucking Henry. Because Lamar won it as a sophomore. And then Derrick Henry won it the next year. It's fucking crazy. And Derrick Henry was at the award ceremony that Lamar won it. So like they already knew each other. They totally would have hooked up at Alabama. And then Alabama would have won like every single fucking game in the national championship. You know. And then Lamar maybe would have stuck around for his senior year. Because he was probably gonna make like a bajillion dollars. Because he would have won the Heisman his sophomore year as a Louisville. Time change. We did it. Oh, it's 1:00 again, bro. We got to hang out for another hour. We did it. I saw it. I was looking right at it. Lamar would have transferred as a sophomore, so played junior year at Alabama. Derrick Henry would have won the Heisman, then went to the NFL, and then Lamar would have played his senior year at Alabama, won a national championship again. He would have been back to back. Fuck. That would have been so sick. Oh man, that would have been so sick. And then fucking Patrick Mahomes would have transferred to Georgia out of Texas Tech. And then Baker would have stayed at Oklahoma because they're all in the SEC. That would have been perfect. We would have had Mahomes, Baker, Lamar, all in the SEC with all the best teams. Who would have been Texas' quarterback? Nah, Texas doesn't deserve one. Nah, never mind. All right, let's get some sleep. We've stayed up. You rat bastard. Time for some football. Football. Yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm waking up at 9:30. Turning on the morning games. Red zone. Make sure the lineup's good. Red zone starts at 10. Then passing out again after an hour until about 1:00. So I imagine I'll be playing games by 1:30. 1:32. Yeah, 1:30. 1:30. I'll play games at 1:30. Let me have a little coffee. See ya.